So here you are in your mind. This is what you're doing. And I'm so happy to see this come out. You are imagining you and the person you love, your beloved, healed at this very moment. So gone are the negative thoughts, or at least that mean that it's not like they're not coming, but you know how to deal with them now. But you are imagining, seeing, feeling, tasting, touching very soon you and your person being healed right now. So, you know, you may not even be speaking to this person right now, but your mind is where it needs to be, and that's always a good thing. Let's see what is happening in your physical environment, what we need to know, what we need to see in your physical environment, what's going on around you that's having an influence on the way your mind is probably thinking. Like, you know what, you just choose to see the good in the situation. That's a good thing, and that also fuels your connection. So, okay. So right now you're being told to wait. Now I have a funny story about this card. I'm going to hold it up a little closer so you can see. Do you see right at the top it's kind of split? You see that? Okay. So about 2 weeks ago, I had this card outside. Sometimes I take my decks outside for full moons or new moons or just, you know, sunshine and just kind of refresh them, revive them, right? Cleanse them really. But this deck was outside and it was very windy that day. And this card got away from the deck. And when I picked it up, I noticed that it was split. And the first thing I heard is, the wait is over. The message on this card says, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. This is the wait card, the card you really don't want to see, right? Some people are like, I'm tired of waiting. I've been waiting. But if you feel like that, if that's something that has come out of your mouth, look back now. Now trace your steps backwards and see every time you said that or had that kind of attitude, you had to do what? Wait. You had to wait. That's how this thing works. But the moment you're like, I'm good with the wait, I'm good with the time, I'm good with whatever, is the moment it happens. I know it sounds so like that doesn't make, but that's how it happens. But it's like having the watch pot that never boils. But anyway, this in your physical environment, you probably have been waiting for a long time, but this card is an indication that the wait is over. When this card split, and I've had this deck now since 2020, like 2020. And when this card split, I was like, that is so funny, because I do remember pulling this card several times, many times for many reads. And it's always, just be patient. It's going to happen. God is working. Things are happening behind the scenes. It's moving, you know, but now that card is split very clearly. And I need you to see this. So it is literally, thank you, Miss Key, bless you. But it is literally, you don't have to wait anymore. But listen, you're still waiting. But you don't really have to wait anymore. You're waiting with expectation. You're not waiting with desperation. You're not waiting with desperation. You are waiting with expectation. All right, so what does God